Ainsley, beautiful setting here for cricket. What about the food?
Absolutely perfect, the cricket. No, the food is pretty good too. Haven't dived in yet, but look at that. Steak cooked to perfection. We've got a lovely bit of char grilled chicken there that the chefs have been doing that has retained a bit of moisture, so we're happy with that, aren't we? And we've got a bit of Caesar salad there, and for those of you who perhaps don't think of Caesar salad with around real anchovies in it, that's it there. That just really brings it alive. So in answer to your question, I'm delighted. And the sun's shining in Britain. We just love it, don't we?
We really do. And what about the cars? We've got a few Jaguars here.
More than a few. There's a few classic cars, and I've been so impressed with that. But you know, my friend Simon Jacott, who puts this on, every time he gets either a nice selection of cars, or there's just something for people to enjoy more than just the cricket. And wouldn't mind that old Jag over there. That'd be fantastic, cruising down the old King's Road or over Chelsea Bridge on the last Sunday of every month. For those of you who know, it's a bit of a special occasion. It's a classic car moment.
Now, you're a great cricket fan. England won the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. In the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean of all places. And yeah, England won the T World Cup. Hello, how are you?
How are you?
You see, this is what happens.
How
You
are
meet
you,
great friends. Lovely to see you. Are you all right? Good. Yeah, England won the T World Cup out in the Caribbean. And they actually went out. I was talking to Alex Stewart, and Alex was saying that they had a really, really good chance because they were going out with a team that was hungry and, dare I say, talented too. But you've got to have that hunger. You've got to have that passion, and perhaps there was a little bit of that lacking before. Maybe one or two different stars now. No one can sit back or stand back and think, oh, you know, I'm made. Even to the great player himself. The sun's shining and getting into my eyes here. Even the great players themselves, so fabulous. And now we're playing the Australians. That's coming up imminently. So I think that's going to be very, very exciting. And then we will be down there in the winter to play them early. I've never known a Test series, to Ashes Test series, to start so early. But we're going down there, and I think we kick off in November in Brisbane, don't we?
Certainly do.
So that's very, very early, but hey ho. And the Windies, talking about the Windies, who are playing South Africa at the moment and not doing particularly well. I don't know what's happening there. I think there's a bit too much in-house Ireland fighting, don't you?
And what about the football? We're in the middle of the World Cup in South Africa, and England are doing not so well.
England haven't been doing so well, but what do you expect when you employ an Italian manager? Nothing against that at all, but they're quite happy with the 1-1. They're quite happy with 0-0 in Italy. And even when he was at Real Madrid, people are forgetting he won the league with them. Remember when he dropped Beckham, then he brought him back, and Beckham played some quite beautiful football towards the end, and they won the league, which they hadn't done for years, and they got rid of him. Because there's something quite negative about Italian football. But if they want him to win the World Cup, and surprisingly, I kind of feel that they are going to get through next Wednesday. And we'll be eating our words with all the press that's been going on in the paper today, because that's what the Italians do. The last World Cup which they won, they had a disastrous game, and they should have been beaten by Australia. A little bit like the Algerian situation, and the first game with America and USA was again a bit disrespectful of us, I think. You know, we haven't beaten the USA for a while now. I think there's been a lot of draws. They went, was it the Confederations Cup or something like that they won? I think we're a little bit, you know, how dare we say that, you know, we have a right to go and beat these teams 3-0? Have we got that many world-class players? Is Rooney world-class yet? You know, what have they actually won? And did we get to the Champions League final? We go on and on and on. Let's just say that I still think we'll get through, but I don't think we'll do it with that flair that we so want, because we haven't got that ability, especially in midfield. We've got people who can drive and get past people, like your Lampards and your Gerrards, but that little bit of intricate skill.
So just going back to the catering for a second. Now,
talk me, you know. Don't ask me a question.
What would you have? What sort of wine would you have, or would you have a beer with your barbecue?
It very much depends on you know, what's available. Certainly, I'd probably go for now wine, a nice glass of wine because it just fits in with the setting that we've got today.
A bit of sparkling?
Yeah.
Or rosé?
A bit of sparkling. I don't know about sparkling. No, just a nice chilled glass of
Chardonnay.
I'm not a Chardonnay fan, and because it's okay because they're certainly not as oaky as they used to be. But I still, call me old-fashioned.
Favourite tipping.
I know. Well, that's Richie for you, isn't it? Eh? Richie Benno. Oh, I met some of those cricket commentators. But I remember they're blowers, and he came on to Ready Steady Cook, and I said, "So is it okay if I call you blowers?" He said, "Yeah, as long as I can call you anus." He says. We got on fabulously. We did, yeah. Yeah, what I have with this, whatever takes my fancy, whatever they've got here, I'm not going to be one of those people who are going to say, it can only be a Sancerre or whatever it is, or a nice Sauv Blanc. I'm quite relaxed. I also, when it gets to about sort of 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I do like a nice bitter, and like a bit of a London Pride or something like that, or speckled hen, something a little bit different, something with a bit of a
bite.
Body. Yeah.
Brilliant. Ainsley, thank you very much.
Lovely talking to you. We could go on and on and on. Let's get back to the